Here we go, in the Ford Mustang, Mach E, the four-wheel drive version. With a price of around about 60,000 euros. The big battery with a capacity of 88 usable kilowatt hours. We have now 28% left and 126 kilometers of range left. Regen braking is working very well and very strong. As you see, actually it's just a bit like usual. When you're used to the one pedal drive, actually supposed to show in the touchscreen that I am allowed to drive 100, but it doesn't. Actually, these things only work accurate just about 95%. The rest is just guessing. Say how much energy we're using right now with 100 kilometers per hour. Just dropping and dropping. Now it's 19, now it's 25, 24, 22, 21. Still driving 100. Now it's 18. Okay, that's good. Now it's 21 again. It will always jump a bit up and down because sometimes the road is getting a bit up and down and left and right, then you have to accelerate a bit or just slow a bit down. At the moment we're using 23 kilowatts per hour, 103 kilometers per hour. That's what we're driving. Air conditioner is off, by the way. Having about 22 degrees outside. Braking, one pedal drive, very comfortable. The steering is quite artificial. It's not such a good, you feel the contact to the road, but everything feels a bit more artificial than necessary. Doesn't feel like a real driver's car. On the first meters, the suspension felt quite stiff. How stiff it is, we will check on the bumpy road later. There's also driving assistance that want me, gives me a bit of a vibrating feeling in the steering wheel when I'm going over the lines in the middle of the road. Driving too fast, that's easy. Now I can accelerate again. That's the thing. Some people really have to get used to it when they're driving electric cars, because you don't hear the engine sound, and that's when you easily get a ticket, because you don't hear the motor howling. Usually, you know, driving a combustion engine cars, okay, I'm in 5th gear, car's making that sound, I'm driving 80. In an electric car you don't have any motor sound, so you always have to check the speedo. Actually, you always should check the speedo, so you're not getting too fast. The seats are very comfortable, electrical adjustable, and 8 ways. It also has an adjustable lumbar support. In the serial seats, that's quite important for a lot of people. But the point is just, it doesn't give me any stability. Oh, BMW i8 on a curvy road. It's just, you need strong arms, otherwise you, there's a center console. If not, you would be sitting on the passenger seat in a sharp left curve. One important thing you won't find on the web page, especially in Germany here, on the web page of Ford, this car has a heat pump for better efficiency in winter. When you have to turn on the heating seasons, it won't waste too much electricity just to heat up the car. If you're living in a country where you experience winter, and I mean a cold winter, then always ask about the heat pump, or always look for a heat pump, because this is most important. Otherwise you will lose 30% of energy in winter just for heating up the car. And you need to heat up the car, otherwise it will get uncomfortable, and in that case you could ride on your bicycle. That's the same. Material, yeah, quite rough here. Looks like I hit the rear wiper. Can I turn it off somehow? No. Material is quite rough. Here it's just normal hard plastic. This is hard plastic, so yeah, on the side it's a bit more comfy. Somehow I activated the rear wiper. How can I turn it off? Still going. Crazy. At last there is a lever for the speed of the wiper. As you see, you don't have to adjust it like it is in a Tesla, the speed over the touch screen, which is in the Model 3. Now it is off. Here. A tiny little lever at the side, just moved it upwards, and then the rear windscreen wiper was activated. Totally crazy. Insane. Let's go here. Already a bit bumpy here. The seats are very comfortable, and I guess they are doing the most of the comfort job, because the suspension feels very stiff. so it's not that much more crossover. It's more just like a sports car, or like usually it is when it's got Mustang, it's supposed to be a muscle car. The GT version that will come in the next year, that will have much more power and will really be for sure a muscle car. But this version with 351 HP, yeah, already doing a good job on the road. Feels quite sporty, but the seats are not. There's nothing bad about comfortable seats. Where to go? What you doing? Yeah, but this seat has a lot of comfort, good for long range, good for motorway speed. Energy consumption is good, but on a curvy road you want better seats that are holding your body from the side. I know Zoe also quite popular. Anyway, that's the reason why so much power is actually unnecessary, because most of the time you're standing, or I am standing at traffic lights. And that's one of my most favorite questions, when or where will the car companies stop? Now we're having Tesla with over 1000 HP, the Faraday Futures coming with 1000 HP or more, the Rimac Nevera and the Pininfarina Battista, they have over 1900 HP. There is the Lotus Evija with 2000 HP. Where to go with the power? When will they stop? You cannot drive it on a racetrack, you cannot drive it on the road. For damn sure you cannot drive it on the road. When will it be enough? This is just only for the drag strip or just for playing top drums. The Arabs are working on the combustion engine Devil 16, which should have between 3000 and 5000 HP. That's what they are planning. This is just more power than a lot of dragsters have. Energy consumption now 16 kilowatts per hour on 100 kilometers. When I drove on the motorway with 130 kilometers per hour, it just rushed up to 31 kilowatts. Then it has been going lower to 29, 28, 26. Just when you reach the speed, the energy consumption will go down or get lower. Driving 39, 40, it's 50 allowed. Where to go? 1000 HP are unnecessary actually, and this speed you don't need more than 25. Below the video I will write you some numbers about the different models and prices. This one is about 60,000 euros here in Germany, including 90% tax, not including any tax credits. It's 4-wheel drive. Still have 25% of battery energy left and 114 kilometers. Here we go, up through the bumpy road. Let's see how good the suspension really is. It is uncomfortable. You don't feel any bumps because of the soft seats, but the suspension is really stiff. I'm driving in normal mode, 50 kilometers per hour, which is allowed and quite usual. So yeah, suspension is really, yeah, can't say sporty, I would say uncomfortable, because I'm hopping up and down and that's unnecessary. At last, the build quality is good, nothing is rattling or shaking. But the car is not really comfy. And the Mustang Cabrio, or better said convertible. In Germany we say Cabrio. I like the coupe more. I'm not a fan of convertibles anyway. As a middle-aged man, you can really. I don't like this steering. Sometimes it's getting stiffer, sometimes it's getting softer, just depending on the lines and how close you're getting to it. The steering is not very well. The seats are comfy, but could have been better, and the suspension is too hard. Price is okay, range is okay, space is okay. There are just 3 things to complain about. Yeah, I'd always complain about the price. Cannot be cheap enough. That's it. So far, so good. So what? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and